What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is Tuesday, May 31st, 2022, and I have a hurricane update to share with you guys. So, I'm watching what's going to be the first tropical depression of the hurricane season of 2022 in the Atlantic Basin. And the National Hurricane Center has now upgraded the chances of development for this tropical disturbance to 70%. So there's a 70% chance that it could turn into a tropical depression within 5 days. So I want to give you their latest update as of 2 p.m. Eastern Time today, May 31st, 2022. Near the Yucatan Peninsula and southeastern Gulf of Mexico, a large and complex area of low pressure is expected to develop near the Yucatan Peninsula and the northwestern Caribbean Sea in a couple of days, partially related to the remnants of Agatha from the eastern Pacific. Despite strong upper-level winds over the area, this system is likely to become a tropical depression while it moves northeastward over the northwestern Caribbean Sea and southeastern Gulf of Mexico late Thursday or Friday. Regardless of development, locally heavy rainfall is likely across portions of southeastern Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, Guatemala, and Belize during the next couple of days, spreading across western Cuba, southern Florida, and the Florida Keys on Friday and Saturday. Interests in the Yucatan Peninsula, western Cuba, and Florida Keys and the Florida Peninsula should monitor the progress of this system. Okay. So basically, what they're saying is this disturbance, which is right here, and then this X is the remnants of Hurricane Agatha. All right. And then you have this disturbance here that I don't know if they're going to combine together or what's going to happen, but they're saying it's going to move in this direction, kind of in a northeastern direction, and head towards Florida. And on its way to Florida, it's going to pass over western Cuba and drop a lot of rain. So we have to really monitor this tropical disturbance, soon to be tropical depression, because the water temperature here in the Gulf of Mexico is extremely warm right now. It's in the low 80s. This part of the Caribbean, the northwestern Caribbean here, the temperatures of the sea surface are 85 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just really warm for this time of year. And that's definitely warm enough for a hurricane to develop. So we may get some kind of strong tropical depression, possibly even a weak hurricane from this system. We have to watch it and see what happens. But you can see since my last update on this storm just last night, you can see that these clouds have gotten thicker, and I'm just going to show you guys some satellite imagery, but the clouds have gotten thicker, and there's actually some rotation going on over here. Okay, so let me just switch over to the satellite. Here we have the latest infrared satellite, and what's kind of concerning about it is that you can see over here these clouds are very high, okay, because of the darker colors, the reds here showing up in the infrared. That means that you're dealing with taller clouds, and usually when you have taller clouds, that means storm clouds, okay? So we have this big area of tall clouds starting to form right over here. And you can see some rotation over here. Okay, you can see like a little swirl over here. Okay, and you'll see it better on the visible satellite when I show you that in a second. But so you can see some rotation here. It looks like an eye is trying to form. And then right outside of the eye, you have the outflow. And then here you have these tall clouds over here. Okay. So we have to keep an eye on this, guys. And then here you have the remnants of Agatha down here. Okay. So this could turn into something. I am going to be watching it. So stay tuned to my channel for continuing coverage of this system. And stay tuned to my channel for coverage throughout the hurricane season. I'm going to be covering the hurricanes, okay, during the hurricane season. I do that every year. It's one of the things that I do every year. So if there's any active storms like this one that are threatening to make landfall on the United States, I do at least one update per day on storms like this, and sometimes 2, 3, or 4 updates per day if the storm is about to make landfall. Okay, just to give you guys an idea. So I will be doing these updates throughout the season. And if this storm starts to get closer to Florida and it really picks up in intensity, I'll be doing multiple updates a day. But I mean, you could clearly see some, rotation here. You have this outflow with the taller clouds. That's very concerning. So we have to keep an eye on it, guys, and see what happens here. It's a big area here. Okay, lots of tall clouds in this area, and then the rotation. So that's concerning. And the water temperatures are very warm. So here's the visible satellite. You can see just how many clouds there are now with this disturbance, okay, since my last update, which was about 12 hours ago. If you go back and watch my update from 12 hours ago, you'll see that there were much less clouds, okay, and there was no rotation. There was no visible rotation here. All right, so now you can see the storm is starting to put itself together. You're starting to get the rotation. You're starting to get these outflows over here with the taller clouds. Look at how thick these clouds are, guys. I mean, this is just pure white, huge. This is a huge area, guys. I mean, look at Florida, okay, and look at Texas. And I mean, this area of clouds would basically cover like 2/3 of Texas. That's how big this whole area of cloud cover is. So, this is a pretty potent storm for just basically not even the beginning of hurricane season. Hurricane season starts tomorrow. So, pretty funny timing. Looks like we're going to start hurricane season with a bang this year. But look at all these clouds, guys, and these are tall clouds like you saw in the infrared loop. And then here you have the remnants of Agatha. And so all of this is going to go towards Florida now and pass over western Cuba, possibly in this direction. So we have to keep an eye on it, guys. Wanted to just give you this update. This is what the latest sea surface temperatures look like, and you can see that even as far north as the Carolinas, you have 25 degrees Celsius water temperatures, okay, all the way up to, the Outer Banks area over here. You have 24 degrees Celsius all the way up to the Outer Banks. So that's, you're talking about upper 70s all the way up to the Outer Banks are already, and it's not even June yet, okay? Those water temperatures are going to climb a few more degrees as we get into June, July, August, September, all right? And that's when we really need to be on high alert. But, I mean, 24 degrees Celsius water temperatures all the way up to the Outer Banks already. That's just crazy for this time of year. And then you can see the area where the storm is, you have already 30 degrees Celsius water temperatures. So that's 86 degrees Fahrenheit, guys. I'm sorry, you have 28 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius, which is going to be, low 80s, all right, in Fahrenheit, which is plenty warm for hurricane development. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I'll do another update probably later tonight or tomorrow morning to see how this storm is progressing. But it is developing pretty quickly for so early in the year. So we have to really be on high alert, guys. We're in a triple La Nina right now. We're heading into another La Nina this fall, which will be the third La Nina back to back, three La Ninas, which is unprecedented. And La Ninas do favor hurricanes in the Atlantic basin. So that's pretty much it for this one. Make sure you're prepared. Get everything you need now. Make sure you have a plan for, if a hurricane hits your area, tropical storm, even a tropical depression. You don't even need a category 3 hurricane for there to be catastrophic damage. I mean, even a tropical storm can cause massive flooding. I remember when I lived in New York, we had Tropical Storm Lee, which dumped like 10 inches of rain in upstate New York and caused lots of roads to be washed out and destroyed from rising rivers. So, you don't need a category 3 or category 4 hurricane to cause damage. Even a strong tropical depression, tropical storm can dump massive amounts of rain, can have pretty strong winds, coastal erosion, waves. Okay. So just make sure you have a plan, make sure you're prepared. Get everything squared away now. Don't wait until it's too late. So take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere.